ever seen those special TV shows or movies? You know the ones that are so wonderfully unintentionally bad and bring you so much joy and captivate you, but for all the wrong reasons.
Well, buckle up, Busters, because we here at B-Watch Rewatch absolutely live for these underdog gems. And now more than ever, it's important to take a break from the hard stuff. Come join your fellow B-Watchers as we escape from the chaos of life in our hilariously unhinged community.
So please, allow us,
Colin
and Cadence, a sibling duo that shares a passion for such cinematic excellence, to take you on a wild ride through all the TV shows and movie plots you never knew you needed to hear.
Hello, everybody. It's Colin.
Hello, it's Cadence. Welcome.
And today we've got something a little bit different for you. We got a couple requests for this movie. We had I didn't ever heard of it. I didn't ever heard of it.
I didn't ever heard of it.
Did you?
I hadn't, no.
I'm glad we did hear of it, though.
Boy, howdy.
I think the lore behind this movie is like more spectacular. Well, no, the movie is spectacular.
Yeah.
But the lore is really spectacular too. So the movie is called Ice Pirates, which I would like to say that I kind of identify with because in the past, like 6 places I've lived, I've never had fucking ice ever. No ice
like,
machine.
oh, I would go to war for ice.
Oh, I will go to ice. And Mandy, when she comes, she's like, you've never had ice. I'm dying. I even bought a little machine to make ice. And it takes 45 years. And it makes a little tiny baby ring of ice. And then it gets in, and I'm like, okay, so I feel like an ice pirate because every time I go somewhere, I'm like, ice, just swimming in ice, loving ice. And also in Ireland, they don't do ice, like, obviously it's like cold and rainy, so they don't do like ice drinks or anything.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's just unheard of. So I feel like even more of an ice pirate here.
Because you could smuggle ice in and out of Ireland and make a living on the black market.
There's this story that I always tell because I guess it was kind of a you had to be there type moment. But I remember, I think I told you this, like coffee culture is huge in Ireland. They love it, but nothing with ice, right? No. So one time I went to this little coffee truck and I saw that they had ice. And so I was like, oh, can I get an iced Americano? Mm-hmm. And so he makes it for me and he hands it to me. And this woman behind me, she's like, I'm standing to the side and she asked the guy, like the barista, like, what is that? And he's like, oh, it's an iced Americano. And she goes, I will just have a regular, normal, hot, I just want a regular, normal. And I'm like, bitch,
She's
it's
like,
just on ice.
Dare make me that
she
coffee.
was
Don't
like,
even try to put ice in my drink.
And I just was dying because I was like, you're so mad. I will just have a normal, regular Americano. And I was like, bitch, it's just ice.
This high maintenance asshole in front of me with his ice drink. Okay.
Oh, she was furious. And the guy literally filled up a cup with ice and just poured the Americano over it. And that's all they did. That's all they did. And for those of you who are coffee drinkers, if you ice your drinks, it makes the coffee less acidic on your stomach. So it actually really helps.
So it's really a health choice is what you're saying.
It's really a health choice. But the way she did it, I mean, you would have thought that I held up the store.
At gunpoint.
She thought, oh, it was funny. And I remember dying and I kind of like side-eyed her. Like, really? Okay, it's just a nice Americano. Like, why are you making such a big deal of this?
I know you weren't like, add 2 pumps of caramel syrup, 1 pump of vanilla, 3 pumps of macchiato. Like, you just were like, put some ice in there, please.
And she literally full hands. No. I just want a normal, like, just give me a normal, regular. And I'm like,
I love how she also assumed that because you ordered that, the barista would just make her one of those.
Oh, yeah,
like, somehow that's just now what the barista does. That's just what his job is. And that's all he's going to make from now on.
I think she thought it was just an iced drink coffee shop and she had to get a normal one. I think she was confused.
Oh, maybe she's like, did I wander into an iced coffee shop and just not realize it? Because it used to be an iced coffee shop. Do you remember when you guys went? This is going to sound so random, but do you remember when you went, oh my gosh, what's that little island that you guys went to for Alex's birthday?
Catalina,
yes. And you guys went to a really nice restaurant and someone brought their pet pig and there was like a stepping stool for their little pig.
How did ice come? Where did ice come from?
I know, because I was thinking of like, had you brought your little pig to the coffee shop, put out a little pedestal for it, walked it inside, demanded an iced Americano for your pet pig. And you said, if I ever get so rich and out of touch, I'm taking my pet pig with me everywhere and have like a little stepping stool for it. Just let me know.
That is pure out of touch rich, because we went somewhere actually, it was before we went to Catalina. We went to, I think it was like a really nice place right before. And you guys, this lady opens up a car that I don't think was her, it was a driver, puts up a staircase, and her pet bejeweled fucking pig comes out. And I was like, and she was so obnoxious about it too. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I'm quirky and I have a pet pig. No, it was just the worst. I'll never forget that. It was just the epitome of like, oh, out of touch.
Yeah,
Oh,
you were
boy.
like, if I ever get this out of touch, you've got to tell me. And so I was thinking, like, if you brought your pet pig into that coffee shop and demanded that barista make that pet pig a really fancy
My
coffee
ice pirate pet pig.
and feed it, like, that could be like a normal response to that.
Yes,
like, that would be like,
exactly.
I don't want my pet pig to come have a drink. I just want a coffee. But no.
Just because I added ice to a drink and ruined her day. Ruined that Karen's day.
She's probably telling this version of the story to her friends somewhere, being like, dude, this douche in front of me.
High maintenance
He
bitch.
ordered a coffee.
A drink I've never heard of before.
With ice in it.
So anyway, yeah, I'm an ice pirate.
You're an ice pirate, but you gotta grow out a tiny little ponytail and tie it with a ribbon to be an official ice pirate, like the lead of this movie. So this movie was made in 1984, and it wasn't until I was watching a YouTube video about this movie, trying to make sense of it, that they were like, this movie looks like it's in the 70s. Probably because they reused a lot of props from old 70s movies. But they were like, this was like the year Ghostbusters came out, like Indiana Jones came out. I can't remember what else. There was like 4 other big budget movies that came out that just are so iconic that it's hilarious to me that there looks like there's such a gap in like the quality and the sets and the costumes that it looks like a much older movie than it actually is.
They were obviously trying to do like banking on the Star Wars thing, but trying to blend different genres. Obviously, it's like space pirates, because even though it says ice pirates, you guys, this is set in space. Just so make that clear. Space, ice pirates, and kind of medieval type of people as well.
Yes.
Some medieval people come in there? But they don't really, they're more inconspicuous.
Different aesthetics that I don't think they had any idea. I don't even think they had a real solid idea of what they wanted their aesthetic to be. I think they were just like, this could work.
They don't know.
This could work.
And the funny thing is, as you watch this movie, like at the beginning, because again, we're doing requests. So this was this request we got a couple times. And you're like, okay, this is kind of like out there, but then it just goes AWOL. Like it just, they lost the plot. They for sure lost the plot.
It was like they were tenuously holding on to a plot in the first place. And then at one point, they lost whatever teeny tiny grasp they had on the plot at all. And you were like, oh, yeah, they just totally threw caution into the wind and went for it. In that same video, the guy was talking about how because the title is so unclear that when they marketed it to other countries, they did have to be like space warriors, space pirates. Like in every country, it was a different name to try to communicate what was happening.
Okay, so basically, we'll give you a real quick summary. It's kind of like Tank Girl vibes, like ice/water is real hard to find in this space world. And there's a place called the Templars of Mithra. And they have they've like monopolized all there's 6 planets that produce ice. Right. They are in control of all of those. It's like the apple of space, right? And these pirates, they're trying to get it out there to the people. It's kind of like a Robin Hood almost situation.
Yeah, and I mean, they have to make money on it too, right? Because it's like a black market kind of thing. So they have to be selling it somewhere.
Oh, it's black market. Yeah, people are dying for ice.
And I wasn't clear about, is ice the easiest way to transport water? Like water is the real commodity, but it's easier to just like freeze it in those giant blocks and carry it on the spaceships kind of a thing? Or is it like, no, it's actually ice?
It's actually, doesn't water expand when it freezes? So it's actually more difficult.
But I guess if it's like in a solid versus like a liquid, might make it easier if you're transporting it all around space.
They don't even need to freeze it. They just put it in they just hang it out the back window. They freeze it and does it all the work.
That's true. Space does the rest.
space doesn't rest. I don't have to pay to like thaw it out. But I'm thinking the same thing too. I was like, do they melt it and need the water? And I think no, they just like, people really like ice. They just want that ice.
They need ice.
And those pirates want it even more.
All right, so let's get into it. Okay, so we open on a very futuristic spaceship, and it's full of our swashbuckling gang. We have Jason, who is the main pirate with a little bitty ponytail tied with a ribbon.
And a little leather mini skirt and swashbuckling boots.
Oh, yeah. And he has like the tiniest little bit of chainmail like coming over his sleeve just for decoration.
Gotta protect your shoulder. Gotta protect your shoulder.
Just for decoration. And then we have Angelica Houston is part of this crew.
I was so surprised to see her. Yes. Oh, she looks good. And she's kind of got this like edgy lesbian Xena warrior princess thing going on.
Yes,
Love
definitely.
It.
She is
Yeah,
very
she
fierce.
looks good.
And then we have Roscoe, who is Jason's BFF. And then we have another guy named Zeno, who's the other part of the crew. So those are your main 4 characters. If you're not including all of the weird robot friends, because
yeah, so Jason and his crew are pirates, and they have robot friends that follow them. And anytime they fight, they send the robots to do the fighting, which is actually a really great idea.
Oh, it's great.
You know,
Nobody
that's why he doesn't need that
dies.
chainmail, right? He doesn't. It's just
That's why it's just for decoration.
So you've got Jason and the crew, and then these like robots that are following them, and they've clearly infiltrated some kind of large ship.
They've like, I don't know, landed on it and then like found a way in a side door or something.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure you have to be really careful about how you get in these ships, because he has freaking mini leather skirt and his chainmail. Like, if he even sees a tiny bit of space, he dead. So.
Oh, he's absolutely dead. And I also feel like there's a lot of explosions happening in between these ships. And I'm like, oh, you would immediately die if an explosion happened in space like that. Like that blew out the actual side
you know
of
what?
a spaceship.
Ice pirates, they know.
Suspend that part of your brain. So they have infiltrated the ship that is it's a Templar ship, like Colin said, of Mithra. And it's taking this giant ass shipment
like
of
something
ice
like
or something.
70 billion tons of ice or something. And before they go to get the ice, they make a little pit stop in this beautiful room. And it's pure 70s. Like this is, I would have thought it was 1971. And they find this like, I guess she's like in a cryogenic, you know, I love cryogenics. You know, I'm not only nice pirates, you know, I talked about my cryogenics. Yes.
Yes.
But I guess it keeps her young and good because she's in this chamber, but bitch does not wake up. They open that chamber, they're touching her, they're talking about her, and she is in a deep fucking sleep.
That was my exact question, because she's in a glass tube full of dry ice. And then Jason opens it, and then he like blows away all the dry ice fog. He's like,
he's practically like poking her.
And he tries to look down her shirt.
Yeah.
But I was like, so if this was cryogenic sleep, it seems like she would wake up as soon as her tube opens.
That's not how cryogenics work, sweetheart. That's not how cryogenics work.
Do you need to come to like room temperature or something?
Yeah, you need to thaw out. You need to have all kinds of liquids go through your body. Not how cryogenics work. But he decides he's going to kidnap her. He's like, I'm going to take this beautiful woman.
Oh, we also forgot to mention when they break in the side of the ship, you guys, they break into a public restroom on this spaceship, and future toilets in this world look the same as modern toilets, kind of porta potty-esque.
Kind of Roman bath toilets, because there's many right by each other with a thin, it's like a urinal, but toilet status, not just for peeing.
Yes, toilet seat and everything. Not even just like a hole, like a full toilet seat that opens and closes kind of thing. And this little alien is taking a dump on a toilet with his skinny little legs, reading a magazine.
Tiniest little toothpick legs. And they walk by him, they're like, sorry, oopsie.
Oopsie.
Sorry.
And he doesn't do anything. He's like chill. He's chill as fuck.
Well,
he's like
I mean,
just trying
what's
to
he
read
gonna
his...
do? He can't hop
Yeah,
up.
he's on the pot. Yeah, he's on the pot.
He's gotta keep going.
But this beautiful woman that they find, her name is...
Karina.
She's a real princess.
So her name is Karina, and she is beautiful. And they're like, dude, focus, like Kaden said, focus on the ice, get your head out of the gutter. Let's get this done.
Jason, you promised you wouldn't do this.
So he's like, yeah, okay, yeah, ice, let's go do it. So they're going and all looking for it, right? Psych. He goes back and he kidnaps her. He's like, I'm taking her.
He like takes them all to the ice chamber, and then they start like loading up the ice, and then he's like,
Keep going, I'll catch up. There's a whole fleet out there. I'll meet you at the interline.
I think I'm gonna go back to the princess.
Which is kind of weird, just to like kidnap a random princess. Like, I get you're pirates, but come on.
That's a little far. That's a little far.
You're ice pirates.
You're not
princess pirates. Okay?
Exactly.
But right when they're taking this ice, you guys, this is where we meet the bad guy.
Zorn.
His name is Zorn, and his face is pulled as tight as you could pull a face. Someone stood on his neck and pulled his skin so tight and then sewed it down the back.
So tight.
I was worried. I was scared for him as an actor. Like, if something happened, his face would break.
He walked in and I was just like, oh, geez. His ears are on the top of his head.
Yeah.
They're on the top of his head.
I mean, no shame in that game. Do what makes you feel good. But
his eyes, like his eyebrows were like up by his hairline. His eyes looked open all the time.
Permanent separate eyebrows. Yeah. He was shocked. He's like, are there fucking pirates in this? And they're like, are you surprised? And he's like, no. I just woke up. Like, are they like, oh, you seem very surprised by this. He's always constantly surprised.
I know. I thought it was part of the way he was portraying the character until I saw him continue to speak. And I'm like, oh, no, that's just the way his face is. It's just stuck like that. But the other thing about them is they have a medieval aesthetic, right? So he's dressed in robes and a beautiful gold crown.
Gold necklaces, jewels.
Lots of
He's
jewels.
Very rich looking. Very rich and wealthy looking.
And then all of his soldiers or whatever on his spaceship are all dressed like medieval knights. They all have full chainmail, full body armor, swords, like the whole thing. They just look like they transported medieval soldiers and put them into a spaceship. It was a very strange choice, and I'm not sure why you would have that particular vibe going on in space.
You don't know nothing about space.
I only know about the core of the Earth, so
that's right.
I will give you that.
Keep it earthly, okay? You don't know nothing about space.
I will give you that.
Zorn, he comes in.
I mean, like, he blows up the side of their spaceship. Like, he fully...
Zorn has come in, blown the shit out of it. They're like, Jason, Roscoe, rest of the crew, get out with that ice. We'll stay behind for some reason. Why didn't they all just get on one that separates and then leave the other one for Zorn to take over? I don't know. You know what?
But you're overthinking it. Jason has his reasons. He's been pirating for a long time.
Yeah.
He's got a plan.
Of course he has. He's got that little bun. He's got that little
ponytail.
that little ponytail with a freaking ribbon, of course. Because that's not even pirate. That's like full, like 17th, like 18th century, like French dandy. But you know what?
Yes.
Point is, he has been a pirate for a long time. And so they get captured.
Fortunately, your days of amusement are coming to an end. Killing you would be too easy. I have something better in mind for you.
Then they're going to become slaved, which is called reassignment. And when you're reassigned, I believe that you are castrated and lobotomized to just become this like drone, right? And this is where they happen to meet someone very interesting named Killjoy.
His name is Killjoy. He's just like this giant guy. And I guess the person who plays Killjoy in real life played for the NFL. So he was just like a massive human being in general. And he becomes a part of the main cast, but there's no explanation about why.
He just wants to be a pirate.
In his heart, he just wants to be a pirate. So he's the one. Killjoy's been a prisoner for a long time. I would also like to make a note that they're all talking about their criminal charges, and they're all the exact same terminology that you use on Earth. He's like,
What you in for? Petty theft, grand larceny.
okay, you have the exact same criminal penal system that we do on Earth, and this totally
very
different system.
Battleship Earthy. Seems very Battleship Earthy.
It does. So so Killjoy has been there for a while in the prison, and he's the one that informs them.
It's always the same in the slave section. The closer we get to Mithra, the more everyone gets to thinking about being redesigned. Redesigned? Yeah, castrated, lobotomized. It's a new process. They say it doesn't hurt.
They do that to everybody in this section?
Everyone except for the monk. They don't castrate clergy, just in case.
Just in case what?
Just in case there really is a god.
And so they land on this planet, and they end up in like this giant warehouse kind of thing.
It's like a giant dog kennel.
They get put on these like conveyor belts, and they get shaved. Something gets stuck in their mouth. You don't really know what. There's not a whole lot of explanation. They get their clothes cut off them, so they're totally naked. And then they start going down the conveyor belt. And guys,
And a giant claw comes out. The snappiest, scariest giant claw. Because when they say castrated, it just bites it off.
it's kind of like chattering teeth.
It just bites it off. There's no castration. And I'm thinking, that's messy. And there's got to be a lot of death. A lot of people bleed out on that conveyor belt.
Oh, a lot. A lot. And
Like, what if it gets snagged? What if that tooth gets snagged?
Yeah, because the way that it's constructed is like snappy teeth, but sharp and metal. And so you know that it's not making a clean cut and it's grabbing some of that testicular skin and just pulling it along
Just
the way.
make it 2 razors. Make it like a guillotine status. Like, don't make it shark teeth.
Just one whoosh.
Everyone knows shark teeth don't make a clean cut.
Relax, be cool, and whatever you do, don't panic.
Such a disaster. Such a disaster.
Yeah, they're pros at it, though. They're pros because it's a fucking conveyor belt. They are pros at making lobotomy slaves right now. So they know what they're doing.
You're absolutely right. They've been doing this for a long time. So what looks to us as inefficient, they're like, we've tried every version of castrating people.
Oh,
and
you
this is
know
the best
people
one.
in this universe are watching how it's made. Slaves. Lobotomized slaves. And you're seeing them on conveyor
How it's
belts. And you're like... I love science, how it's
slaves are
made.
made.
How slaves are made. And it's just like conveyor belts and chomping and shaving. This is where they're shaved. And they're like, oh, this is oddly satisfying.
This is very comforting. It's what I watch when
This
I fall
is very
asleep.
comforting. I love how things are made, you guys. Gummy bears, give me Oreos, anything. Love it.
When I was a kid, there was a episode of Mr. Rogers that took everyone to a crayon factory, and you got to watch how crayons were made. And
I've seen how crowns are made. Have you ever watched how things are made? How it's made?
I've watched it, but not like regularly. But that was the first thing I ever saw that I was like hypnotized by the process of something being made like that in a factory.
Oh, sometimes it's wild. Oh boy, I watched how pantyhose were made. Woo, I was in a whirlwind of emotion.
Whirlwind of emotions.
Lots going on with pantyhose, guys. If you just watch how it's made and your mind will be blown. That's all I gotta say.
I'll put it on my list to watch because I've never thought about pantyhose. After you get chomped, you kind of go through like this little tunnel and come out the other side. Roscoe and Jason go through the tunnel, come out the other side, and guess what? They have not, in fact, been chomped. And the princess, Karina, is waiting for them on the other side, and she tells them,
Do as you're told, or it will happen. Just pretend that it happened.
just act like you've been chomped. I'll explain my plan later.
Jason's so vindicated right now. He's so justified in kidnapping her.
Mm-hmm.
Even though she did not want to be kidnapped and she fought and fought and fought. He's like, see, I'm a pirate. See,
I
we shouldn't have
told you
questioned.
I'd come in handy. Told you it'd come in handy. So here's what happens when you get chomped, okay? And you become a slave and castrated. You get put in white spandex pants,
Leggings. Beautiful leggings.
a white tank top, okay, with like a number on it. You get a pure white wig and you get white gloves.
And eyebrows. You look like an Oompa Loompa, stretched out and not orange.
My question was, why do they, because they don't shave their heads, right? Which seems to me easier. Just make them eunuchs, shave their heads. But to provide each of these people with white wigs and go above and beyond and glue little white wigs to their eyebrows and to their mustaches just seems like a lot of extra work.
Because you don't want to mistake your bald friend for a eunuch slave, right? You just don't. That would be really embarrassing and a huge faux pas at a party. If you walked up to Gerald and you're like, hey, I'm a slave, sorry, I'm a eunuch, and my balls are chopped off.
Oh shit, I just thought you were Gerald.
But if you walk up to someone that has fluffy cotton candy white hair and white Oompa Loompa eyebrows,
mistake.
you're going to be like, no mistaking. That is for sure a lobotomized slave.
Yeah, and if those wigs are, no one else in the kingdom can get a hold of those wigs. Like they are only given to slaves and they are set apart specifically for the lobotomized slave population.
Yeah, you would know that white wig from a mile away.
Then it sets them apart, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So they go into this showroom floor, okay? There's a showroom for these castrated slaves.
Kind of awful if you think about it.
Oh, it's
terrible.
horrible. It's horrible.
It's very,
okay.
very awful. But you know what? It's a showroom.
They're standing, it's like imagine a department store, but it's like this like pedestal or whatever. The princess comes in with her favorite maid. That's with her all the time.
God,
this lady is
the
with her
maid.
all the time.
Dressed like an actual old maid with pearl necklaces on.
Yes,
because
you guys,
in
it's space. And they
you
have
have
an
the
old
same
French
maid
maid
outfits.
lady. It was crazy. So she picks them. She picks Jason and Roscoe because she set this up where she can buy them.
They are fine-looking specimens. I suppose we'll take this one. He's certainly not the biggest or the best, but that won't matter in the sewage plant.
But she has no reason to really pick them because he literally kidnapped her from her cryogenic sleep and she was fighting hard. I guess you're supposed to well, you know what? Let's figure out what happens.
And then she says she's like,
What about the black ones?
Ah, yes. We found them to be very popular.
So what do you think then, Annie?
Well, I think we should take the black one, definitely. He'll go very well with the new wallpaper. As far as the others are concerned, I don't think it really matters.
Oh, boy.
no, girl,
Oh, boy.
that's not
Nope.
the look. Please,
We don't
no.
say that.
Don't
we don't say
it.
that.
They immediately get bought by the princess, and the first job that she needs them to do is cater the wildest freaking party you've ever seen in your life.
It's like the She's All That prom, but in medieval times.
But also in space.
But also in space, yeah. They're kind of like choreographed dancing, but not really dancing, just choreographed moving. I don't know how to explain it. No one's talking, they're just choreographed moving. But like to what, you don't know, and to why, you don't know.
Everyone has a masquerade mask for some reason. And Princess Karina comes out in her like beautiful silver gown, and she is ready to rock the
Oh,
shit.
yes. Leg slit up to the vagine. Yeah.
Big time. And so the boys are passing around drinks or whatever. They're carrying their trays. They have to pretend like they're eunuchs. At one point, Jason's checking out the ladies, and Princess Karina's like, remember, you're supposed to be castrated. Like, you don't care about stuff like ladies. And I was like, I don't think that's how castration works.
But also, those leggings are super tight. Super tight. I think it's to show off that they're eunuchs, but those men did not get their little junk chopped off. So
No.
maybe they just tucked real hard. Maybe they tucked it up there.
When they very first turn into slaves, there's even an old lady whose job it is to like fit them into their leggings.
Yes.
She's eye level with their junk and she's pulling on it. And she's like, how does that feel? And I'm like, you would see that junk through those white leggings.
She gave up. She doesn't care. She's checked out. She doesn't care.
She's like, I've been doing this for 20 years. I do not give a shit anymore.
She's not employee of the month. Yeah, she doesn't give a fuck. She forgot what genitals look like. She doesn't even know.
She doesn't even know.
Yeah, she doesn't even know.
At the party too, because it's all rich people, you guys, obviously, this is the princess having this party. There's a drug going around that's also like electricity. And as soon as you use it, you just float straight to the ceiling.
You're also in space. We've all seen Gravity. Just float around the building. Like, just turn off the gravity machine and just everyone can float. Why do you need electricity for that?
Just turn off the gravity machine.
You're trying to like it.
I'm trying to quit.
Anyhoozle, it turns out that the princess's plan was in the middle of this big party. Jason and Roscoe are supposed to pretend to kidnap her and steal one of the ships from the fleet and get her the hell off of this planet.
She wants to see us. She's, planning on leaving or something.
We have exactly half an hour to get to the launching pad.
Where are we going?
You're taking me to the Pirate's Moon.
That's not a pretty place for a lady.
Of that I have no doubt, but I have important business there.
And I guess away from Zorn, because I guess her and Zorn are like kind of betrothed or something. They never fully explain it.
A splendid party, my dear. I congratulate you.
I'm glad you think so.
She was asleep in Zorn's spaceship palace because Jason did raid the spaceship palace that was Zorn's, and she was in Zorn's spaceship palace.
You're
space
right.
sleeping, but was
Right.
woken up and kidnapped.
Right.
So then Zorn got Jason and was like, no, you're not taking my ice. You're not taking my shit. probably took her back. And then she's like, you know what? I see an opportunity out of here.
Right. So I'm guessing they are kind of supposed to get married or something because he calls her my dear. And it seems like maybe it's an arranged marriage kind of situation.
Yeah, I want to know how they met.
Yes.
She was probably like my favorite character. She's kind of got no nonsense, and she's only one with a brain and a plan.
That is Bing Crosby's daughter.
Yeah, Mary Crosby.
Yeah.
She looks damn good.
So good. She's got luscious hair.
And we're doing it around Christmas time. Oh, it's all making sense. Full circle.
And let me also tell you this. Inexplicably, because I told you Killjoy joins the cast, but they didn't fake Killjoy becoming a eunuch slave. Instead, they faked Killjoy becoming one of the many butler robots. So he's walking around the party in robot gear, just
That
pretending
is right.
to be a robot.
We don't know
being
Killjoy's
totally
story.
casual.
I want to know more about Killjoy. None of his character makes sense. He tells them that they're going to be castrated and killed, and then pretends to be a robot at the party. And I'm like, how is Killjoy doing all this? Killjoy's a menace. Like, how is nobody noticing this 10-foot guy walking around being all these things? And where is his planet? Where did he come from? Does he love ice? I don't know. You know what? Love Killjoy.
You have no idea, but they needed a way to get him onto the ship to become one of the main cast members. So they're like, you pretend to be a robot. You guys are eunuch slaves. When you fake kidnap the princess, Killjoy's just going to join in on the chase because that's what
You gotta have a robot. You gotta have a robot on your
Once they
chase.
take off,
You do.
There's this whole thing. And you guys, there's police cars chasing them that say police. In this space world, there are police. That is what their law enforcement is called. There's this giant chase before they get to the ship. And at one point, this is another just very strange moment of racism. Killjoy and Roscoe come across it's a black robot, you guys. Black metal, black screen on its face and everything.
Hey, Jack! Hey, Bloods. Y'all want to pump some kitties? Yeah. No. Hey, it's been a long time. Finest kitties on Mithra. Transportation and exotic critters be included. Yeah, Bloods. We take water, gold, credit cards, and high-price drugs. Yeah. I heard that. You got the deal. Let's go, Bloods. This be my bad chariot.
It's a pimp. It's a black pimp robot. It's showing a naked woman on its little screen. It's speaking like any Ebonics and trying to get them to purchase his services. And I was just like, this is so uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable.
Why? Why? I don't get it.
I don't get why this is uncomfortable at all. Why they would make the black robot a pimp.
It is. Why is a robot pimp? I know I was almost expecting a feather boa and
a cane and a fedora.
Yeah, I was trying to think, it's really, really, really strange.
I also made a joke when we were watching it. I was like, oh my God, they made this robot a pimp. And I was just kidding around. But then when I watched the credits, it's called Pimp Robot. That's the name of that character. I was like,
Come
to be
on,
kidding
Cadence.
me
Of
right
course
now.
they made it a pimp. You think that was accidental? Come on, of course they knew what they were doing. There's no way they were like, no, it just vaguely sounds like a pimp. He's literally like, bitch, get in there. He's so...
Oh, got his little cane, his little robot pimp cane. Yeah.
I know, it's so awful.
So anyway, the only point this pimp robot serves is Killjoy and Roscoe borrow his pimp robot car to get to the spaceship so that everybody can be reunited on the spaceship before they take off. They get to the spaceship, and this is now the spaceship that Karina has commandeered. And she's like...
But Zorn doesn't know that. He thinks that she's been kidnapped.
Well, he set it up, though, remember?
Well, don't give it away to the listeners.
Okay. So
Zorn
thinks that she's been kidnapped.
Yes.
He also gives the weakest sauce, no, don't take her. As they're pulling her out the door. Did you notice that?
Can I speak with you for a moment? Guards! Stop them!
And he looks, again, so surprised. They're like, you're really surprised by this. He's a good actor.
I thought this was going to be an amazing party, and now Karina's getting kidnapped. I'm so surprised by everything that's happening right now.
He does. He gives the vaguest little, don't do it.
No, don't. Karina,
Get out of here.
come back.
Karina, no, I love you, Karina.
I really don't want you to leave.
2, 1, clear.
Anything on radar? No.
When they get on the ship, the princess is like, hey, do you know this person? And she gives them a picture. And Jason's like, oh, yeah, dude, I totally know that guy. And she's like, I need you to take me to him right now. I will murder you if you don't do it. You cannot veer off course because I have all the coordinates put in the ship. And I'm not kidding. This whole thing is going to self-destruct.
I told you, Karina's no nonsense. She also says if any fegging ice leaves this fegging spaceship, it will fegging blow up.
Yes. She's
Like
got
she
it
is, that's why I
down
love
to the
her.
ounce.
That's what I mean. She's no nonsense. This bitch has saved them. She's orchestrated this whole thing. And then she literally somehow got this robot to help her weigh all the ice on the ship and then create this like self-destruct plan if anybody tries to take the ice. So I'm like, Karina, you are a fucking badass.
She's willing to die for that ice.
Yes.
Like she is so hardcore.
Me too.
She would rather self-destruct
Me too.
in an ice spaceship than let them take any of that ice.
I still don't think I'll use it.
Is that because you consider yourself so charming that this galaxy couldn't survive without you? Or is it simply because you're too stupid to realize just how close to dying you really are?
I think the first one, don't you? I think she means it.
Let me make our relationship perfectly clear. You will do exactly as I say until we reach Segura. I've taken the precaution of reprogramming the vid so that if anyone tampers with the water on board, this ship will self-destruct. Percy, keep an eye on them.
Yes, ma'am.
So she goes off to, I guess, rest because she's got some stuff to think about. Here's one of the weirdest, grossest things that happens in this movie. Jason's just sitting at the control, just doing his thing, minding his own beeswax, eating an apple. Just for some reason, there's lots of fruit and veggies around when we're all lacking water, which I don't understand. And then this little rock like pops out of a hole, just falls out of the console. That's what I'm trying to say, the console. It starts cracking open. And then like this very gross semen looking liquid starts coming out of the rock. And then you guys, this little peen with teeth comes out of that rock. And it opens its little mouth and it's like,
Little peen hole. It's little peen hole and it peen screams.
peen screams.
Oh, that really got me off guard. Woo.
So
was not expecting that rock
gross.
to crack open and create a screaming peen.
The last thing I expected was a
Oh,
screaming
the last
peen.
thing I was I thought the pimp robot was the last thing I expected, but the screaming peen rock was next level.
Out of control. So then Roscoe is sleeping. And a lot of the stuff that happens in this movie all happens near the control room, which I do not understand. So there's like
It's
beds
like
nearby. There's like a repair station.
It's like the water
nearby.
cooler. It's like the office break room. Like that is what
The
you
whole thing.
always do stuff by the control center. And just if you're wondering, the control center is looking out a window into space, but space doesn't move. It is a painted picture. And I think they
Yes.
tried to fool us on that one. No. Actually, they didn't try to fool us on that one. I don't think they did. I think they knew exactly what they were doing. It is a painted picture behind a window, and you're supposed to think they're in space. So the whole time you're like, not buying this totally.
I don't
not
think
totally
they're
buying
in
this.
space, dude.
Pretty sure they're not in space.
Their equipment is all wildly different as far as like technological capabilities because when they're looking at their video, so they have like a TV on their console and it's perfect video feed when that comes in. But then when they're in a battle with the other ship, all of the visuals are like an Atari game, just like really basic,
Oh, yeah.
elementary outlines.
There's
of
a guy,
shapes.
no joke, watching a hockey game on one of the displays. I guess space hockey, which again is on ice. So
So
like,
it
none of
can't
it
be
makes
that
sense.
short on ice.
can't be that short on it if you're watching space hockey.
Jeez.
But then, like I said, like one monitor, they're clearly watching space hockey. And then when it goes, it's like fully Atari. It's so ridiculous.
Anyway, Roscoe's asleep. All of a sudden, the little peen with teeth crawls up on Roscoe's back, bites him. He wakes up screaming. The little peen runs away with its little peen scream, and it's like running through the ship.
Oh,
So
how it
gross.
runs, nobody knows. I don't know.
Because it's like a worm, kind of.
Yeah,
with
like
no
slithers
legs,
away.
but it somehow moves really, really, really fast.
Oh,
really
it's
fast.
very, yeah, you can't catch that peen. And I think its whole existence in life is just bite people and run away. That's what it evolved to do in space. That is
Yes.
what this whole creature's job is, to surprise you, scream at you, bite you, slither away.
What the hell was that?
Roscoe's freaking out because he got bit. And so he and Jason are now frantically trying to figure out what it is. You guys, in space, they have a clipboard. That's how they keep their inventory. So even though it's futuristic and they can literally fly spaceships from planet to planet, they also organize all of their stuff with a paper clipboard.
Sometimes it's just better to write paper. Sometimes it's better to just have it on paper. No one's got time to flip through iPad or some kind of futuristic thing or some holograms. No, nobody's got time for that. None of that Obi-Wan Kenobi shit. You get that classic clipboard out. It reminds me, like, at least Battleship Earth tried to make it somewhat futuristic because in their file cabinet, the files are kind of like a stone.
They had those stone things.
Like a stony, like a kind of like a Flintstones-y type thing, which are like, okay, well, maybe it's a stone that holds a shit ton of information. Nope, this is old school paper.
This is paper.
Just old school paper.
And the amount of magazines that are in this movie is also confounding because you're like...
So many magazines.
Why is there a printing press? Why is there this many paper products?
We know there's a printing press. There's a freaking slave fucking manufacturing facility. You know they're manufacturing paper and magazines.
It's a lot of magazines. Like everybody everywhere is reading magazines, whether it's the alien on the toilet, the guards of the giant ice warehouse, so many magazines.
Magazines were huge in the 80s. Huge in the 80s.
So after they flip through their clipboard, they realize, you guys, guess what it is?
Space herpes.
Space herpes. That's what the little peen is. The peen with teeth is space herpes.
Oh, boy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And Roscoe got bit. Roscoe got done bit on his... Where did he get bit, actually?
On the back.
That is sick. That's really sick.
But they decide not to tell the women that there's freaking a space herpes peen running around. They're just like, oh, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
This seems familiar. This seems like a familiar story. Right? This seems like life mimicking art or art mimicking life. Which one? I don't know.
I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. But they decide, like, it's fine. It's neither seen nor heard. Just let it be. They'll never know.
The space herpes, is it the same as Earth herpes? Or is it just unfortunately called herpes that happens to be a penis that bites you from a rock? Like, do you contract herpes from the peen that bites you? Or is it just called herpes by coincidence? And they've gotten infected by their ship because they've come in.
Yeah, they even say, like...
Dormant form. Keep away from heat and moisture. Extremely dangerous when activated. Antibody. Oh boy. Unknown. Oh, great.
It infects like warm, dark, moist places.
Sick. That is so sick.
And it was just a terrible metaphor/analogy.
So sick. And it never pops up again.
Oh, it does pop up again. Don't you worry.
Yes, you're right. There's one Thanksgiving scene where it, yes, I definitely remember.
So they just let that be because they have to land the ship and they have to go to the first stop on their journey to find this guy that Princess Karina is looking for.
Congratulations, ladies. You're now bona fide pirates. Should be in Zagora in about 3 days.
Do you know this man?
Yeah. That's an old friend of mine.
What do you know about him?
His name is Lanky Nibs, a rabble-rouser from the midsection.
Can you arrange for me to see him?
Why?
It's a private matter.
Tough guy to deal with.
He's a pirate. I'm sure he can be bought.
All right, so they've landed on this planet, and they're trying to find this guy that Princess Karina is looking for.
I think it's this planet Jason's very familiar with, right?
Yes, he does seem very familiar. Yes.
Oh, very familiar. Oh, women are coming up to him.
Oh, they missed
the
him.
Most 80s women, and they're like, Jason, you never keep your promises. And I would just like to mention that, a side note, and it's visual, and I know you guys can't see, but the 80s loved casting little people. They had so much work.
Loved it.
So much work in the 80s.
This was the heyday.
I've seen 1,000. And the woman who runs the bar, she's a little person. And she loves Jason. She's like, oh, sweet, this house is clean. And she's just, I mean, a little person. Was she technically a little person or just a very, very tiny person?
I would say she was a very tiny person, but I don't know. Maybe she could be a very big little person. Or a very tiny.
You really don't know. But I know that there has been so many, even when they were in the dog kennel, when they were getting freaking their genitals chopped off. I would also like to say, side note, hindsight 2020. All the men shaving in the slave factory were super gay and they had scarves around their necks.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you. I totally
So
forgot that.
you had little people and gay representation because they were just like, okay, I'm going to shave you and do your hair. And I was like, oh, okay, that's what your job is.
Like that even in a warehouse on a conveyor belt, only gay men would be touching your face or hair. Like you have
and they
to be a gay
only
man
wear
to do
silk
that job.
scarves. They only wear silk scarves around their neck. Like not a scarf, but like, what do you call it? Like a
neckerchief.
Like a neckerchief. Yeah. A ascot. But they're all supposed to be wearing warehouse clothes, for safety. But I guess they can make that little exception. They can wear a little ascot.
Well, they get to have their own flair. They're like, you're allowed one piece of flair, and this is what it is.
One piece of flair. The woman checking the genitals for the spandex, she did not have any flair.
No.
Her flair died a long time ago.
Her flair was long gone. When Roscoe is sleeping and gets bit by the space herpes, just speaking of neckerchiefs, he's sleeping in a red neckerchief. I was like, why is he sleeping shirtless in a neckerchief?
Neckerchiefs and little people were hot in this area. They were. I loved it. But this planet is very dystopian, but it's also like they could not figure out what aesthetic they were going for because you have a lot of like alien, air quotes, alien creatures, which are just people with masks on. And they're wearing like 18th century, like Victorian robe.
Oh, some of the women are wearing like barmaiden kind of.
Yeah, they have like bustles
outfits
and stuff. Some people look like wenches, but then he gets into the bar where the little person is the maid who loves him. And then it gets really like Mad Maxy. Like he meets up with his crew. Angelica Houston's back and she's like got bones in her hair. So she's not even like a pirate. She's like a bone pirate.
She wears like this like metal, almost like cage around her sometimes.
Yes, it's really strange. Like, and the whole time you're like, it would have been better if they would have just blended all three of the styles into each person rather than separating all three of the styles into different people because it just is so bizarre because it's not original.
And it doesn't feel like they're even in the same movie.
It doesn't even feel like they're in the same movie. The whole time you're like, just blend those styles together to create one unique space look. Don't have people in the street
being wenches and...
Sorry. I always have the movie playing, right, when we're watching it. I made a comment earlier about aliens, just guys wearing masks. There is a full Gert in this movie. And it flashed on screen and I saw Gert. And once you see it, you will never unsee it. Remember Gert from Troll 2?
Oh, I absolutely remember Gert.
I just saw Gert. It is for sure a cardboard mask with 2 eye holes stuck on it.
Perfect.
Oh,
they
the movie
stuck
that keeps
it in the mix. And they were like, no one will notice. There's so much chaos. No one will notice.
But the point of this is that Karina is looking... Princess Karina, she is looking for this particular person who happens to be on this planet.
Jason tells her, we kind of know vaguely where this guy is, but here's the bad news. In order to travel around this planet, you need a certain kind of vehicle that we just do not have, my friend. We're going to have to find one, but I think I know who has one. It's that caterpillar person over there. And... in order to
kind of like a Jabba the Hutt type of person, but more like Alice in Wonderland meets Jabba the Hutt.
I was gonna say that caterpillar from A Bug's Life that eats and eats and eats.
Oh my God, it is.
Heinrich? Is it Heinrich?
Oh, Heinrich! It's pure Heinrich. It is same color. Oh, it's good.
And instead of just asking Heinrich, the caterpillar person, can we borrow your car? Jason's immediately like, you're gonna have to prostitute yourself to that caterpillar, and she's like, pardon? And he's like, sorry, do you want to see the guy or not? So she goes over there to the caterpillar person and comes back and is like, Karina, yes. And she's like, hey, guess what? The caterpillar person is a caterpillar woman and she wants you.
Oh, the tables have turned.
And then Jason is mortally offended. He's like, how dare you prostitute me? And I'm like, Jason, you were literally just doing this to her and you had no problem with it. But now it's you. And all of a sudden you're so offended.
But you know what? Who knows? What if caterpillars make great sex partners?
They could.
What if that caterpillar woman is a freaky D?
Oh, I absolutely believe she is.
She's vibrant and colorful. She's her lime green. She's not really a caterpillar. She's a woman with green on.
Yeah, it's sort of like you can see the rubber on the side, like that goes all the way around with her, just her little face popping out of it. They didn't really do a good job of blending the sides.
You know what? They actually went and bought a Bug's Life costume. And just put it on this woman. I mean, to say she's a caterpillar is a
I
stretch.
don't think she's smoking a hookah like the caterpillar.
Oh,
from
that's what I thought. She
Alice
looked
in Wonderland.
very Alice in Wonderland. Very, but she's happy. She's happy
she's
as a
very
clam. She's
sweet.
ready. She's like, you know what? She's like, I don't even need you to sex me up.
No.
I will just take you because I want to have a good time.
I will happily give you a ride. I'm always down for an adventure. That's just how I roll. I love a good road trip. There is a brief, weird sword fight between Angelica Houston and another guy, but it's inexplicable and it doesn't make any sense in the context of the story.
I think it's just meaning Angelica Houston's a badass. I think it's just she's a rough tough. She's wearing fucking bones in her hair, dude. No,
That's true. They just want to give her a
What
chance
time period
to
did
show
she
off.
come from?
Yeah.
Right? Where she came from
She
caveman. She came
almost
land of
looks
the lost.
I was going to say, almost caveman-esque. Yeah, her vibe.
So she's just a wild animal.
She's cool. Don't forget about her. You haven't seen her in a while because she took a separate ship. Now they're back together just to remind you she's a badass.
Yeah, she's a badass.
Just so you know. So they all hop in this like dune buggy. And you guys, these are like life-size Pinewood Derby cars that they're driving.
And there's no explanation as to why the caterpillar only has one because they seem pretty easy to build.
They do seem very basic construction.
Yeah. It's almost Flintstones, which I know is the second time I brought up Flintstones in this episode, but it is very Flintstones-esque. And like, you don't really know if there's a motor or anything. The front is pure cardboard.
Uh-huh.
It is four
Painted
seats.
silver.
Yeah, painted silver. But you know what? Caterpillar Lady is loving being out in the sun. She's got the top down.
Best day ever.
She is not looking at the road, but there is no road. It's desert. And she's just gabbing away. And I think she kind of secretly does want to hump Jason. That's all.
I don't think it's secret at all. I think she's very clearly like, I want to hump you.
You mind if I ask you something personal?
No.
You like my blouse? You like the color? I mean, you think it suits me? Oh, I'm being silly.
No, you're not being silly.
I think it's very flattering. It's exactly the kind of thing that drives men crazy, wouldn't you say, Jason?
It's very nice. Green is definitely your color.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Rin.
Hands on the wheel, darling. Plenty of time for that later.
So they are in their little dune buggy, their little Pinewood Derby cars with Caterpillar Woman, and they finally find where they're going. And it is the guy that Princess Karina has been looking for since day one. And he just has a really cute little farmstead set up. He's got little ducklings. He's got little donkeys.
Yeah, it's like
got a little patch of
dystopian.
grass. Yeah.
It's like dystopian little farmstead. And he spends his day in a wicker rocking chair.
I have an exact note of the freaking wicker rocking chair in space.
Wicker rocking chair in space with a hammock in the background, and he shoots gophers with a slingshot. That's just what he spends his days doing. Don't ask questions. He's happy. He wants to do it.
He's living his life.
He is living. I mean, this guy is living his best life. It's so great. And his donkeys are tiny little baby donkeys.
They're tiny. They're like little pygmy donkeys.
They're so cute. And also his tent, it just has a bunch of holes in the roof. It's like mesh. Like, I don't know what it's protecting him from. I don't know.
I was like, this is the most pointless sun cover I've ever seen in my life. It is just a piece of net. Like, it is so
I
pointless.
mean, truly, I know he's a character, but I want to know what this guy does all day. I mean, I know what he does all day. He sits around shooting gophers with a slingshot. But like, is that really what he does all day? I want to know more about this guy.
Yeah, the most I could gather is that he was kind of in the pirate circuit and
yeah,
like
he's an old
retired
pirate
or
circuit.
something.
Yeah, he's a retired pirate. Jason looks at him and he's like, this is what I gotta look forward to. Like, this is what steel and ice gets me, shooting gophers with a slingshot.
Is this where I'm gonna end up? And he also is the first person to mention the time warp and how he got lost there for a little while. So they're just planting that in your brain because that comes up later.
Yeah.
But the time warp, you get lost there for 1 second. It's a day. And so your time gets all screwed up. So anyway, he's like an old retired pirate and he's kind of hiding out. Like, that's the other thing, is that people have been chasing him, I guess, because of his pirate ways in the past.
Yeah.
And so they're still
they still
after
hold those
him.
grudges. And he just has to keep moving and moving and moving. And the
He
people
packs
that are
up all of
after
his
him,
animals and just moves to the
but the
next
people that
spot.
are after him, again, this is where it gets real Mad Maxy. The people that are after him are in a Pinewood Derby, but it has a skull on the front. And they're like really like just the most stereotypical like Mad Maxy pirate, like scary pirate guys,
but
I guess.
like not scary at all.
But,
trying
like,
to
not
be
scary, like
even the
Halloween.
skull on the front of it looks like a caricature of a skull. Like it doesn't look like a scary skull. It's like a little bobbly, like
It's
plaster
bobbly, it's got
skull.
spikes on it. It's like bobbing up and down because their budget was so bad.
So bad.
But I guess they're like after him. It doesn't really explain, but they're pissed.
Oh, for
They
whatever
want
reason,
him.
they are coming to tear down his homestead. They're really, really mad. And the guy's like, I'm
Tear
tired
it
of
down,
running.
laser it down. They're lasering. They're shooting cannons.
Which is so funny because their freaking cars are like plywood with
Oh,
like
yeah.
tricycle wheels. They're not even like
Mhm.
motorized, but somehow they have the technology to be like lasering this guy's whole thing.
We forgot to mention this, but there is a robot friend that Jason has with them the whole time, right? He's wearing a bow tie. He's in the background.
Oh, he's like
These
the
guys,
butler robot. Yeah.
He's like the butler robot. These guys, because Jason the pirate needs a butler robot.
Of course.
Of course he does. It's space. It's a wild place. But he gets fucking rolled right over, squished to death. And I was like traumatized. I was like, oh my God,
Yeah.
he's dead. He doesn't actually die. He's a robot.
Don't worry.
But he does get fully squished over.
Does
But because
get
he's a
squished.
robot, the guy in the suit, because it's not a metal suit, you guys. It's a guy in a one piece like spandex suit painted to look like a robot.
If it wasn't clear, all the robots in this movie are just human beings in suits.
Oh, yeah,
I
if
don't
the
know we
aliens wearing
clarified that.
wearing the masks, just imagine everything in this movie is made with cardboard and
Styrofoam.
Like styrofoam. Yeah, it's just really, really low budget, which is part of why it's kind of amazing. But then we have this whole Mad Maxy chase where they're chasing him down, and like Caden said, the old man's like, "I'm tired of running," and he busts out a slingshot, dude. He's gonna take these guys down.
These guys have lasers. And you
Laser
bust out
cannons.
your little tiny slingshot. What?
I mean, he's good at it. He's just all day shooting them gophers.
They just got to be in real close range in order for that weapon to be effective. It's not a long distance kind
Yeah.
of weapon.
Yeah,
Bless
but he
his
does it.
heart. And then the really sad thing is the caterpillar woman was just trying to be helpful and go on a fucking road trip. and
Bless
these
her
guys
heart.
lasered her out of existence. Like she's in her little dune buggy. They laser her. She blows
She was-
up and disappears.
She was nice enough to wait for them to talk to this exiled
know.
pirate.
She just
was
sat
like, I'm going to
there
wait my
minding
dune
her own
buggy.
business.
I'm going to read my magazine. It's called Caterpillar Weekly, Becoming the Butterfly Within. And then, like, boom, she's dead. Like, she doesn't even know what's coming because they sneak up behind her, boom, laser her in her caterpillar head.
I felt so sad for her because she was just trying to do something nice and she gets blown up. But then it's convenient because they blow her up, but the car still runs. So everybody's able to
Yeah.
eventually make it to the dune buggy to go back to the ship. The battle happens for a long time. Obviously, like there's a big hubbub. But as the guy who they found is dying, he's like,
Miss all you beautiful women. Most of all, Jason. Find it. It's there, Jason. A father knows. Go to the tri-system.
and so then he dies.
And we still don't quite know why Karina wanted to talk to this guy. We still don't know what they're asking him what they need. It isn't quite clear.
She's looking for two things roughly. Like one of them's her dad because they've lied to her and told her dad's dead. But she also is looking for this place. It's the 7th planet. It's called the Water Planet. And it's like this mythical planet.
Yes, and only a couple people know about it. Her dad knew about it, / knows about it. We don't know because she thinks he's dead. But this is the planet I said at the beginning. This is what they all are starting to want to find it now so they can like take over this monopoly that the fucking Templar Mithras have. So now the ice pirates are like ears perking up like, excuse me, 7th planet? With
Pardon?
water that we can make into ice?
Pardon?
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Karina, why didn't you tell us about this before? Why you been hiding this secret? This is why you've been looking for this guy?
So they hop, after the guy dies, they hop in the dune buggy and go back to the ship. And then they take off. There's only one thing that we need to talk about before they make it to the next stop, okay? So they get back on the ship. They take this guy's animals, by the way, you guys. So they take the donkeys. They
all
take
the
the
animals.
pigs. Everything.
It's a
It's a Noah's Ark.
over here.
Which I was like,
For
there would be
sure.
shit all over that spaceship.
So stinky.
It would smell so
stinky.
bad. How would you feed all these animals? But that's neither here nor there. So Ron Perlman, who's Zeno, he's the other crew member. He is whipping up the most beautiful dinner. Okay. And he's working very hard on it. And he has been slaving away with this one pirate earring
Mm-hmm.
all afternoon to make this.
Mhm.
While everyone else is reading books about the seventh planet, they're talking about the mythology of it.
Oh, it's spread like wildfire, this myth of the seventh planet. Everybody's ears are perked up.
And they also have a bunch of books. So paperback books.
Now all of a sudden.
Obviously.
Now, all of a sudden, they have paperback books about the seventh planet. Like, no one looked it up before. It's mythical, but apparently there's a bunch of printed books about it.
Because I was like, who would know enough about the planet to write a book about it if nobody knows where it is? And no one's been
Not one
back.
book, several books. Several
Stack
books.
of books.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're all just like talking about this. And then all of a sudden, Zeno brings the tray. You guys, it's a beautiful turkey, golden brown.
Gorgeous turkey.
Looks delicious. He's like, when I cut into this, you're going to see the juices flow out.
Oh, boy. I'm going to tell you, do not see... Well, you see juices of a different kind flow out.
Yeah.
You see a screaming peen juice come out, you guys.
Screaming peen comes back.
The fucking turkey had space herpes.
Gross. It was so gross.
Eating a space turkey with herpes is the sickest thing this movie could throw at you. Of all the things this movie could throw at you, space herpes
Space
chicken or
herpes
turkey
in
dinner.
the turkey was disgusting. And then
Woo.
this is like, you get a close up. This was just one of my favorite parts because you get a close up of this space herpes peen and it's it's sliding away and it like shows a close up of its little mouth and it's like screaming as it goes away. And you just see its little peen body on the floor going, yee! As it goes.
Yeah.
And it's so fast. It's
They have-
so fast. And I was cracking up.
They have full. It's got a little face, you guys. It's like it's the sickest little thing, and it has a bunch of little
Like
peen
teeth
legs.
or something.
But they don't use it. It just kind of slips around the floor and it is very fast. No one is catching that screaming herpes peen. It is screaming bloody peen and it is flying. Oh, you guys, it breaks through food. It breaks through plates.
It's
There's nothing.
powerful.
It's a powerful peen, herpes peen, and it is flying. And it is the funniest thing because this little guy is just here to cause chaos.
His whole purpose.
His whole purpose is to cause absolute chaos. You never know when he's coming. And when he comes, he screams like crazy, like a banshee, and just books it. Scream, get the fuck out of there. Bye.
And he's like, bye. I couldn't tell if he was like trying to reproduce or it was just him alone causing chaos or if it's like the goal is like.
The goal is chaos. The herpes aliens are there to cause total chaos, but in a really weird way. Because once they leave,
chaos.
you don't know where they go. That's it, done.
That's
They're gone.
true. They go hide until they pop out again in a really weird spot. And so
And nobody tries to chase it or anything. Like, I'd be terrified of that little thing biting me when I'm sleeping.
so gross.
Oh, it's
I know.
so scary.
And the women at this point, because they remember the men before were like, don't tell anybody about this. It's fine. Now the women are like, what the fuck is that? They're like, oh, by the way, we have a case of space herpes. It got on the ship. It actually bit Roscoe. We didn't tell anybody. And this is when the women are like, I can't believe you didn't tell us. That was really unfair of you. And that's when the men are like, oh, it's not dangerous. Don't worry about it. Herpes are really common.
Did you see it? Did you
women-
see that? But I mean, I guess in fairness, it does just scream and run away. So, but it does cause chaos. But it does just scream and run away.
Yeah.
So-
And I feel like the fear would be, when is this thing going to pop out and why and what's it going to do?
If it
when
pops out of a
does?
turkey,
Yeah.
like first it was a rock, now it's a turkey. When will it? Well, yeah, it would pop out of everything. I'd be scared of it popping out of magazines,
Ugh.
my animals,
Or my little porta potty stall.
or my little porta
In the
potty
communal
stall.
bathrooms.
Oh, space herpes peen is definitely my favorite part of this movie because that guy does not give a fuck. He's the embodiment of
Of decaf.
absolute chaos.
Yeah.
And it's just great.
His little scream up close. I was laughing out loud when I was watching it because it was so funny. So anyway, that's just all I wanted to say. It comes out and scares them all. So then they land on this next planet. And you guys, this planet
Ooh, I love it.
You could tell that they were
Oh.
kind of running out of money and they did not know what they were going to do about a set. So
They pulled
just,
a Baywatch Hawaii.
So-
I mean, a Baywatch Nights.
yeah,
Sorry,
so
they pulled a
much
Baywatch
fog.
Nights. It's the foggiest planet you've ever seen. I don't know how anybody ever gets anything done. Fog and like red spotlights, just to red and kind of green.
Yes.
And
in one shot, you can literally see that they've hung up like a white piece of fabric in the background just to kind of block it out. And you just see like the wrinkled fabric in the back.
Oh, yeah. And you can physically see the spotlight on the ground that's shooting the red. And I'm like, they for sure lost money, but they did have money for beautiful costumes and makeup for these Amazonian women. I think they're supposed to be, what do they call them? I forgot what they're called.
I don't know, actually. They do have a name, but I could not catch it. And I was distracted also by the unicorns because they're
the unicorns running around and the unicorn horns are kind of flopping off. Like they're kind of flopping off like the skull on the buggy earlier. Like, did you, like, I swear when the horses run, the little horn kind of
bounces
flops.
a little bit. And then they stab one of the robots with their unicorn horns and it breaks off. And I was like,
oh, these women are vish.
Gross.
These women are vish. I mean, they're huge, muscular, beautiful Amazonian women. They are full on wearing DJ Maxx bathing suits. Like, they didn't even try to make them. I think they put a little gold spray paint on there, but it's full DJ Maxx and maybe a headband. But the first one that you meet, who's the leader, her hairstyle is
kind of
gorgeous.
Kind of mullet.
Baby little bangs. Baby little bangs. Baby little bangs, though. They only go like, they're like little Jennifer Love Hewitt, I know what you did last summer bangs, right?
Oh, those sad
But then
bangs.
it kind of goes into a mullet kind of bouffant thing. So like the top, you would call it a flat top, but it's not cut flat.
Yes.
It's bouffanted flat. And then long stringy hair down her back. Oh, gorgeous, this woman.
They wanted that like strong masculine, like short haircut for the power of it, but then they're like, we're still feminine, so there's all this like long feminine hair in the back, and I think
Warrior
it was a
in the
perfect
back,
balance.
princess in the front, warrior in the back, bangs regardless.
Bangs either fucking way.
Bangs either fucking way, because we're not here to fuck around. And this whole scene is just like Roscoe and Jason and Karina and Robot, of course.
Yes.
Running around in fog, getting captured by these women. And these guys don't
getting dragged by horses.
Oh, drugged for hours by horses.
Long. For so long.
Hours. They take him to, I guess, their palace, like their leader, I guess, which is a bubble. It's like a bubble, because again, they've really run out of money at this point. So it's a picture of a bubble dome thing. And I guess you're just supposed to be like, okay, I guess they live there. There's no scenery in the background. Yeah. It's just a fog planet. It's a fog planet and they live in a fog bubble. But when you get in that fog bubble, marble columns, Persian rugs.
Very Rococo space castle.
Rococo. Yes. Oh, I was not expecting that with the fog and the lights. They tricked us.
I was definitely
tricked us.
picturing something else, something with clean lines, minimalistic.
Yes,
but
no. This is pure Victorian palace. And so their leader, ironically enough, happens to be a man on a throne.
Right. I was confused by this whole situation.
Yes, because I was feeling this was like, no men are allowed here. We are in bikinis. Hello.
Warrior
when a
women.
group of women are in bikinis that are warriors, you do not see a man around, right?
Nope.
No way. But he is, and they introduce him by like all lining up on the stairs, flailing their arms.
Oh,
like
yeah. It's a big
entrance.
presentation. He has to be presented in a very specific way. And then as he starts talking, he's like this imagine the most flamboyant
Nerd.
Like it's the strangest combination.
Yeah, it is. It's a very strange casting choice. He's got glasses, like thick 80s style glasses. He's got a big unkempt beard. He's got curly hair. He's got this like Seth Rogen vibe going on.
Yes.
But with big 80s glasses. And like not a particularly attractive to me person, particularly because his teeth are all doing their own thing, which I like.
Right. They're each on their own journeys.
They're each on their own journeys, which I personally love.
Support
good for your
it,
mouth.
100%.
I support what your teeth are doing. Each one has its own journey, but they do need to come together in some sense. You got to round those teeth up in some way. Just get them on the same
some
page.
Common purpose.
Yes, get them on the same page about something. Other than that, he's like, oh, this is my palace, right? This is me in all my glory.
Yes.
boy, but something happens.
So he's giving his whole speech about his whole power and why he runs that shit like a master. And then Roscoe comes Tarzaning from the upper balcony of the Rococo Palace and runs into this dude, the ruler. And you guys, he's just a head. He is just a head that's been set upon the shape of a body in the throne. So the head is completely existing on its own.
Like each one of its teeth. Like
yes. Yes.
He's also doing his own thing. He's not in aligned with his teeth.
And so he's starting to make jokes because now he's like, I have a real bad headache. Does anybody have any Tylenol? Because now his head's just rolling around and he's being just like so sassy. So then Jason figures the best way to torture him to get the information about where her dad is, Karina's dad, is to tickle his nose because you guys, if you don't have any arms and you can't itch your nose, right? Then that's the worst.
And it still doesn't give us any context as to why this head is sitting on a body that's not real and
why he's taken over this entire planet of women.
Yeah, it feels like the body didn't do a thing to. I mean, he didn't even try to defend wounds up there. Like the body just took it. Roscoe just got
I think that body was just like did not.
The
have
body's
any...
just stuffed. It's scarecrow. So I'm like, did these women? I mean, clearly they knew, but why did they choose this guy to be their leader? Why? Why did they choose this dude?
Yeah, he was very underwhelming. He was very underwhelming as a leader, and I couldn't quite understand it.
And you are warriors. He's a head, and if you knew, okay, two options. If you know he's a head on a fake body, take over his palace. If he's a real man with a real body, take over his palace. Like I don't get it.
Yeah,
unless he's got magic powers, but he clearly did not.
You are in the power of this whole thing. 100%.
Yeah, and you would think that he would have demonstrated some kind of power to keep them in line from now on, but he did not.
Because they just really rallied behind him, and not only did they
jokes on them,
they loved him. They loved him. They thought he was
the
best.
They're busy with their unicorns. They just need a leader. They don't want all the hustle and hassle.
He's easy
Let
going.
us do our things.
He's easy going.
So they were cool with it.
Finally, after he's been tortured with the feather, he tells them, Karina's dad is in the big oval room. So they go to the oval room and she finds him and she's like, Dad, I can't believe it. I love you so much. And then she immediately is like, this is not my dad, dude. This is not my dad.
No way, Jose. No way, Jose.
Roscoe looks in his eyelid and he's like, this is a freaking robot. This is a freaking robot.
Oh, when he pulled out back his eyes too, I was grossed out.
I was also like, if the technology is this good, why wouldn't that guy connect his head to a robot body?
Yeah, that's a very good point because this guy is very much human dad-like. I mean, he fooled me for sure. So the head situation has me confused.
They also are like, well, we need you. This is not her dad. This is a robot, but you still have information we need and we need to get the hell off this planet. So then they take him on to their spaceship and he's just a floating head on their spaceship.
They have a bunch of wild animals on that ship. What if that head falls? What if space herpes gets in that head or a goat?
Oh, it can't get away from it. It can't get away from it.
Oh, that guy's
It has no self-defense.
He's got no Xena Warrior Princess unicorn ladies after him now. He's completely defenseless.
So they have him like propped up in the control center of the ship. And this part was just so gross. They're like, you have something we need. And he claims he doesn't. But then, you guys, he spits out a ring. He's been carrying a ring in his mouth this whole time.
A silver, sick little ring. That's why his teeth. That's why his teeth are doing their own thing.
That's probably why his teeth are,
He's been banging up against that thing for a long time.
It has been doing a disservice to his teeth. So then Jason goes, what else do you got in there? And he goes, nothing unless you want to make a deposit. And I was like, what?
Oh,
please
make a deposit of what?
I know, please don't. I don't want to picture it. Just stop. But it turns out this ring, when it's matched with another ring Princess Karina has, creates a little hologram of her dad.
I think
hold it in her hand, and it can talk to her and tell her where to go. And it does, kind of. I was just giggling at like her little like
He's
putting
tiny.
the rings together and spinning them, and then just him being like
he's
so
a little
tiny, and
tiny
she's
little
like
guy.
holding him. So he's telling her,
They tell me that you are dead. That there is no hope, just our own salvation. It all seems purposeless without you. But these are good people, so I shall take them to the seventh world. The Omega will save Wendon in case you still survive. My coordinates are 283 on the Iona projection. No deviation is permissible. If you do, you will be suspended in time forever. I love you, Karina. I can only dream and pretend that you still exist.
You cannot veer off course even 1 degree, because if you do, you will get stuck in the time warp. And like we said earlier, the other guy mentioned it, for every like second that you are off, it is like a day in your life. And so your time passes real fucking quickly. And he's like, not only that, if you can't get back on course, then you are stuck in the time warp for eternity and you will never
Forever.
get out of it.
Not something you want. Not something you want. So they're like on course for this 7th planet. They've all read about it, right? They sat around the turkey herpes
know
dinner,
everything
they
about
read their
it at this
books. They know
point.
everything about it. Now that it's been confirmed through the hanging hologram man on the tiny little baby ring that came from the head's mouth, they're like, this movie is wild. So
Still
they
animals
are
roaming
like-
around, by the way.
Still animals roaming around. And just little side note, Jason and Karina decide to make love in a room that has a big screen that simulates a beach, but then it starts actually raining. So I guess water isn't so scarce because they're fully making love in rain.
Because at first they put in this little card because you can like make the sex room like a themed room.
The passion room.
He says,
excuse
put
me,
in
the passion room.
He's like, put in the passionate storm card because I want to make love to you in a passionate storm. At first, it's just like clouds and lightning, and you're like, oh, I get it. It's like the vibe. And then it just starts pouring rain.
So much rain, movie rain.
So much rain, and you're like,
And
so
they're
it's
soaking in it. Because I'm pretty sure you could just fucking freeze that, and guess what? You got ice.
You got ice, you guys.
I got a bunch of ice to sell. I'm
what
pretty
if it's
sure.
just like gasoline or something?
Oh, they have to use
something totally
fake water. It's so sick. It's herpes juice. They just collected it.
Herpes juice. She also, at one point, right before this, has sex with her robot, you guys. Her butler robot is also her sex robot. So she's getting sexed from every direction.
Yeah,
okay?
She does. And you know what? We were expecting her butler robot to just give her a massage.
Mm-hmm.
But no, he fucks her.
Yeah, because you hear it from outside the door, and she's like, oh, that feels so good right there. Faster, harder. And you're like, oh, it's going to be a misunderstanding. Like you open it and she's going to be getting a massage. No, you guys, the frickin' robot comes out. His ears are steaming. And he's you're welcome for all that, you know? And she's like, oh, that was perfect. That's just what I needed. And you're like, oh, no, they fucked. Yeah, she fucked the robot. Never mind.
And then she goes and has sex with Jason, and I'm like,
she's insatiable.
Is the robot like, now you're being compared to a robot all the time? If I was Jason, I'd be like,
oh yeah,
was the robot better than me? No, I wouldn't be like that because I don't care, but I also would absolutely be like that.
But also a little bit I would. Like I don't care, but also I do want to be better than a robot.
I just want to mention one last thing about the sex scene. Is that Jason walks in and he has got the most beautiful crop top.
Oh, Colin, thank you for saying that.
Front, with the knot tied in his front, so his midsection showing. Full deep V white crop, and it's tied like, you know, when girls take their shirts and they used to do it in like the 90s and tie the little knot at the bottom, and it is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. He turned me on. Take me to the passion room, Jason.
I'm so glad you said that because I wrote a note that he's wearing a beautiful tied crop top, like Ryan in Baywatch Nights.
Yes,
and
always. Ryan in Baywatch Nights.
It was cracking me up because it was like not only tied at the bottom, like it did come up like part of his stomach. So it was like...
No, it's under his pectoral muscles.
Yes,
like
it
his
was
whole midsection hanging out. And he's got those swashbuckling boots and those tight black pants. Ooh, Jason, yeah.
And I was like, I love that he's rocking this. He has another one in another part of the movie that's red. And I was like, this is a choice he's making repeatedly.
He is committed to that look, and I am here for it.
I am here for it too. It was so good.
And in case and why we're talking about looks, Angelica Houston's look has totally changed. She has now turned into Serena from Teen Witch.
Yes.
She's got turban on. She's got Jafar. She's got jewels. I'm like, okay, guys, pick a lane. Pick a lane. I mean, I love it. But this is much different than fucking Bone You know what? She dresses for the occasion. You got to dress at the place she's at.
You know what? She goes
Right.
with the flow, okay?
She had to go to a bar where she had to look like a
Cave woman
cave
kind
woman.
of thing. Mhm.
And now she is pure Jafar princess, and I love it.
Okay, this is the last part of the movie that it's very hard to explain. We're just going to kind of tell it to you pretty fast. They are in the middle of approaching the time warp. And guess what? There's a ship behind them. And guess what? It's Zorn's ship. And guess what? They find out that this was all Zorn's plan from the beginning. And it will make no sense. So don't try to make sense of it. But Zorn set the whole thing up for her to escape him, to steal the ship, to get the pirates, so that she would lead them to the 7th planet. Because he's like, we've tried everything. We've used every map. We've used every source. But
Except
we
for
knew...
except for all the books. Except for the books that were written
Except
about
for the
the
books.
planet. We
Except for the
forgot
books.
about that. That's
That
our
was
bad.
our bad.
Sorry. We
That was
forgot
our
about
bad.
all the thousands of books. But other than that, we tried everything. Literally
we tried
everything.
everything else. And we knew that you would be the only person who could get the ring to look at the baby tiny hologram of your dad, who would give you the coordinates. And then we could just follow you the rest of the way there. It was a perfect plan. And it's like,
Yeah, was it? No.
was it? Not really. So they're in the time warp and they get off course, which is what? The one thing that they were warned
They
not to
should
do.
not
Okay?
do. And boy, do they get off course. Things get
When I say
wonky.
they get off course,
Wowee.
it is years, okay? Because if 1 second or whatever is a day, it is like years are passing. within
Karina's
this
full
very
had a
small amount of
baby.
time. Karina has
Her
a baby.
nurse is still with her. Full in her French maid nurse outfit. She's had a baby. Beards are growing. Guess what, though? Butler Robot, who was not actually killed, comes back and he does kill Herpes' penis.
Oh, he
I don't know if you
steps
caught
on
this.
it. Yes.
Steps on it, and
Steps on
Herpes
it.
goes, his little
Help
Herpes
me.
face screaming out. And I kind of felt like sad for Herpes
Oh,
penis, but
Herpes
Herpes
just
penis
wanted
was
to
kind of
live.
old. He was kind of old. He had an older face.
Oh, so maybe the robot was putting him out of his misery because he aged
Yeah,
so
he was
terribly
old.
that he just wanted
So
to die.
shit gets crazy. I mean, their beards are growing. They're getting whiter beards. Angelica Houston still is in her Jafar, but she's not actually aging. She's looking fine.
Oh, she's never. Yeah, I thought that was weird too because she never really ages. But the guys are like their beards are growing. Like, and at one point so Karina has her baby, and then at one point the baby grows up to like a little boy, and then she comes out and her maid is a full skeleton. It's a decomposed body. The woman
Yep,
has passed
yep.
away, and her body has decomposed by the door and has just died when she was sitting there. I
Traumatizing.
guess, which is so
Traumatizing. And
scary.
the guy the head, you're wondering what happened to the head. I guess he built him, somehow got on top of a robot and
Yep.
became a robot, but then he gets knocked down. He can't get
Yes.
up. It's like the Fallen, I can't get up because he's a head, and he tried to disguise himself to get out. It is pure chaos, guys. Just take our word for
This
it. You will
fight
never
lasts
see anything.
for like 15 minutes. It literally
Oh,
lasts
for
for 15
real.
minutes as they're
And they're getting
progressively getting
older.
older. Uh-huh.
And older and older. And when we say fight, obviously Zorn's people have come in. They're trying,
Mm-hmm.
he's set his robots after them. So that's what we say when we say fight. But Zorn himself has actually not entered because they just fight with robots, like I said earlier.
Right.
So it's just
It's not till the
robots
very,
fighting each
very
other.
end.
And all the guys just kind of talk shit. And then Zorn at the very, very end comes in. But you guys, they lose him. He gets stuck in the time warp. Zorn and his team, they're bye. They're lost. They're lost forever. Don't question it. They just get lost.
Yeah, all of this happened in the time warp. And then as soon as they get back on track, they immediately reverse age back to the exact spot that they were in before they entered the time warp. Okay. So everything that happened during that fight for 15 minutes is now null and void. It did not happen. It just experienced in that one's place. Here's the thing. They are lucky because Zorn never gets out of the time warp. He never corrects course. So guys, he's lost there forever. Just wandering around that time warp forever and ever.
Convenient for them. Convenient for them.
It is convenient for them, but I'm just now realizing if they got really old really fast because the time was passing so fast on the time warp, how would you be stuck there forever? Wouldn't you just die really quick? You would die within like 20 minutes and then it'd be over.
Yeah. You know what? Don't worry about
But
it.
whatever.
Whatever. Don't worry about it.
So in the last moments, they pull up to the 7th planet, the water planet. And you guys, guess what planet it is?
Earth. It's Earth.
The whole time they've been trying to get to our precious
Earth.
Mother Earth.
Our precious Mother Earth.
There was supposed to be a shot, apparently, in the original version of this movie where you were going to see the people on Santa Monica's beach looking up, and they were going to see the spaceship coming into the atmosphere and landing, but they didn't. They ran out of money, and so
Oh, did they?
That
I
did
didn't
not
know.
happen.
I did not think they would have ran out of
did
money.
not. So
That's
just
wild.
imagine that people sunbathing in Santa Monica see a spaceship come up,
And so
land.
they found the seventh planet.
and that's the end.
And I guess that means that they are going to take all the water from Earth and use it as ice. And
I guess they're going to start
Drink it for
pirating
money.
all of our ice and selling it
I guess
throughout
that's
the
what
universe.
that means. But that is the end of Ice Pirates, which, whew, ooh, ooh, wow.
I hope everyone
Wowee.
feels good about their involvement with it and that they are able to look back on it and be like, you know what? It was.
I'm happy I made this.
I'm glad that I participated in this cultural.
It
moment.
was wild.
It was
It
so
was
wild.
wild.
I loved
It was wild. I mean, love is a strong word, but it was entertaining. But it was so bizarre that I don't remember any of it, even though I just watched it. I remember every part of it, but I don't remember any of it.
You're right. When I say love, it was one of those movies that continually surprised me, and that's what I loved about
yes,
it.
the surprises kept coming
There
and coming
was
and
always
coming. Oh,
something
wow.
around the
I
corner.
mean, space herpes and a turkey. I mean, you just really got me. The guy with the slingshot sling. It's just, I think everybody gave up a third of the way through this movie.
Yeah.
And it was like chaos after that.
They're just like, you know what, guys? Go, whatever feels good to you, go for
Just
it.
do it.
Find
You know
whatever
what?
costume
Actually-
you can in the costume
Yeah.
warehouse. Wear
Exactly.
it.
I was going to say,
Fine.
make your own costume, whatever you're feeling. If you're feeling crop top,
Do it.
tied up in the front,
Crop
you
it
go
up.
for it. If you're feeling beautiful Jafar, Jasmine, you do it. Go
Do
for it.
Head wrap it up.
And
We support
they
that.
did. And they're like, oh, you're really taking the maid role very serious. You are a full French maid with pearls. Go for it.
Go for
Space.
it.
Got
I
it.
love it. Do it. If you need a robot to be a space butler and have a giant robot bow tie and cuffs, do it. I think that's a
You're
great
not an
idea.
autonomous creature. Think like yourself, robots.
You
Like,
would
you're
want some
fine.
style of your own.
And you know what? Throw in some ideas for planets. Throw in ideas for storylines. Let's just get it done. Let's get through this movie.
We want mixed media. We want some technology, like it's all computerized. We want some just paper, though. Good old fashioned paper.
Good old-fashioned
Like,
paper,
It all works. Okay. So,
It
and some
was
Unix. Let's mix in
wild.
some Unix just for funsies.
Oh, yeah, castration. Every movie needs a little bit of castration. and lobotomizing
Castration's
and slaves.
hilarious. It's
I
hilarious.
love, slave sales? Oh, give me, love it.
Classic comedy there. Classic
It is
comedy.
real good.
We didn't
It
even
was-
touch on the bar scene where a guy says the N-word because that was just the weirdest
yeah, we'll leave
moment.
that out. Yeah, we'll
So,
leave that out.
It
The little
gets weird.
parrot. The parrot, the
yeah,
burned
the
parrot.
featherless parrot. It looks like a little
That was terrifying.
plucked
Yeah.
chicken.
Looked
Yep.
like a little plucked wet chicken. It sicked me out
Gross.
so bad.
It was very
But-
gross.
It was so stupid. It's so stupid. It's so ridiculous. It's not even so bad it's good. It's I don't know. It's just like nothing I've ever seen before.
It might be in its
I'll say
own
that.
category. It might be in its own category.
It
Honestly.
is in its own category, and I cannot believe if I would have seen this as a kid, I don't know what my little brain would have thought.
No.
I don't know what my brain would have thought.
No. It would have been very hard to process. I'll give you that much.
Very hard to process.
Lots of weird ideas about sex and about STDs. and
Yeah, I'm
about-
watching and lots of so many sexual innuendos, I mean, come on, fucking space herpes, guys, come
Yeah.
on. Like,
So
it's
gross.
really, really bizarre.
I'd
But
have
I
been
would
like,
definitely.
is my peen gonna scream like that?
Oh, the screaming peen is my fave. And like when it died, I just feel bad for it at the end. It was just doing its thing.
It was just
creature
living
like
the
the
only
rest of
life
us
it knew
do.
how to live, which was cause
Yeah,
chaos.
it caused total chaos. Chaos reigns. It's just like it was, yeah. But we hope you guys liked it. Let us know what you think, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.